me outside, meet me outside. Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get a tie. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm buying crypto. I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the ceiling. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive and doing Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto every day, coming to you with a live talking about this crypto stuff. How's everybody doing? I hope you're enjoying the fire technical analysis. We've been on fire. That Ethereum buy right now is on fire. We bought it at the 1560. We called it to be the bottom of the price. Perhaps you did take on the trade. I know Stephen Atwell, we actually have him commenting, saying, Pete, I'll take on the trade with you. 1.46K subscribers. You come over here, hit the like and subscribe. We're going to talk about some news. We're going to talk about some things. $70 million donated to Ukraine. Pretty interesting what's going on. And if you really pay attention, well, they're saying that Ukraine raised $212 million in crypto since the war broke out. Studies show 22 hours ago, I think it's like a 20-minute read, but since it's broke out, and it was a year ago, I don't know if people are paying attention, there was a staggering 212.1 million worth of digital assets have been channeled towards supporting Ukraine, while anti-government organizations in Belarus, a staunch political and military ally of the Russian Federation, receive a mere 0.7 in comparison. Pretty insane to hear about that, but at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, crypto is being used. I don't know if people understand that, but crypto is being used. Just pay attention to the wallets. Cryptocurrency sent to Ukraine donation wallets from February of 2022 all the way to 2023, obviously a year ago. Big deal here. Chain analysis, finding 70 million in crypto, and it does show others. It shows where it comes from. It shows what actual asset. So please come over and hit the like and subscribe. 11 years ago, well, now 12 years ago today, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin surpassed the $1 milestone. Could you imagine being in crypto during this time in 2011 in February and saying, well, I just bought $100 worth of Bitcoin and now I'm going to hold it for the future. This is the future. Could you imagine? Now we're talking about it now. Could you imagine talking about it then? So this is some of the things that we talk about. These are some of the things we go over as Bitcoin, right? $1, the world's oldest and largest cryptocurrency, first reached the $1 price tag on February 9, 2011, roughly 2 years after the first Bitcoin block was mined. It's pretty cool. Then Bitcoin, $10 as they continue and proceed to go. Market capitalization was over 100 million. Could you laugh at that, right? We lose our shit when it goes under 1 trillion. So you can pay attention to the chart. It's pretty fun. They go all the way to 10,000 in 2014 and then go on. The government has been attacking cryptocurrency forever. Bitcoin and the SEC, 100,000 at the time of this writing. Bitcoin is trading 43,000. So pretty cool. And then they show the chart of how much it's up since then and what it's been doing and how it's all the way up to 2,455,737 and 0.42%. So that's pretty cool. And you can pay attention to that. So right now by economy, we're going to do the rest of the crypto update. What else we have? Bitcoin here, and here is the last news that we have. This is amazing. This blew my mind. Rap star Drake loses 400,000 Bitcoin bet. This is pretty much breaking news, I believe, from last night. Jake Paul in split decision lost to Tommy Fury. So pretty wild. He even shows the bet. They were right here at 2:52 p.m., February 22nd, 2023, and that is actually yesterday. So we have to fix the date to the 27th. It is February 27th. Estimated payout, $1.44 million. Total stake, Well, it was $400,000, and see ya, sayonara. Unfortunately, their money is gone. So he did not win the fight by knockout. Apparently, I don't even know what happened, but Drake lost $400,000 total on the bet. So we're just bringing you up to date. We're going to talk a little bit about some crypto and news, crypto analysis. This is what we do every day. And I think the right shoulder is finally going to start. We just went over a little bit of the news for you. And as you can see here, left shoulder for Bitcoin. And all the way here. Now, Bitcoin has not done this. And this is the title, of course. Hit that like and subscribe. Bitcoin has not done this in over a year, if not actually about just a year. Will we get the 2 months complete up and green? As you can see, we have not had consecutive months for the price of Bitcoin in over or just about a year, as you can see coming in. So pay attention right here, February of 2022. We are now in 2023. So about a year ago, and if you pay attention to what happened, well, since February and March, since it finished, we gained about a 41%, and that was in the bear market span. So if somehow we get that same growth, 41% we do grow from February, which is here, all the way till March. We'll find ourselves fighting roughly about this price, and that would be 31,700. So I am kind of excited to see if this does occur. It does look like the macro, it does look like everybody, and the super chat is working, of course. Sean, good morning to you. Of course it's working now, as last night we talked about your crypto asset, and if you pay attention, we did not get a nice spike since somewhere around 2021. That's what they were saying, and I believe that the article was wrong because we didn't get the double move. This was really where it was. So Wall Street Pete, Sicdo, and crypto just breaking a few things down for you this morning. Total crypto market cap 1.08 trillion, up roughly about 2%. So nothing really crazy. Good morning, Chief, to you. Just going over a few things in the crypto market and how I do believe that we are going to get ready to break out. Getting back to the chart really quick, and I did want to show something. Thank you for that. Just reminds me of what I want to show you here. We broke out of this pattern a little bit. Now, nothing really substantial, but currently right now we are. So we have a pattern that we are trying to break above and out of. As you can see, the upward W are looking pretty strong. We got to get some indicators up there to really tell us, right? And are we going to keep breaking? Are we going to keep hitting the resistance and finally break this? I think we believe we get a couple more touches, maybe 2 more, and then we're off to the races. So we do have about 36 hours from now. I do believe that crypto will get us the test. It will tell us what we're looking to do here. Like I said, I did have a couple indicators out already. What happened to my indicators? I must have lost it. Son of a you-know-what. Go back to Anchor. Anchor was up about 33% in the last 7 days. I don't know if anyone's been paying attention to that. Anchor, the big bad boy stanker, and I did have my oscillator up there. That's really annoying, and now it's gone. All right, well, just paying attention. If anyone is paying attention to the Anchor, the big bad boy stanker, once we break out of this 5.5 cents, 5.7-ish, we're looking to get over around the 6, above the 6.5 cents. And then if you could break that, you'll see finally a lot of investors will be taking profits right before that 10-cent mark, as you can see above here. But I would definitely take profits somewhere around here. Dollar cost average out if you are buying this dip. As you can see, Anchor, the big bad boy stanker, has not stopped. Did pay attention to the daily. Looked like we were getting a cup and handle. I was just paying attention to that earlier. So please be very careful, but cup and handles, inside cup and handles, if you can hold it for a little bit of time, will prevail. Like I said, 67 cents, 67, I wish, 67 cents, 6.5, roughly right before that 7. You'll see big resistance at the 8. So pay close attention to that. That's Anchor. Just going over a couple of the altcoins so people can see. Big tell, right? I tell a lot of people all the time, by economy, I said the web layer 3. This is the Ethereum blockchain. We could get some high volatile waves in this, but what happens is once you start getting that up and down trajectory move, you will find yourself moving really rather quickly, and then you get a big spike or a parabolic move. Now, I'm telling you right now because I've seen this happen a million times before. This is that high roller coaster ride. This is a big indicator. I really do like it. Web3 is important. By economy is huge. I always talk about it. Looking at the 4-hourly, short term, we could be falling here. But I did get the indicator on the daily of a good buy signal here. But once again, could hit a little resistance coming up here. But at the long term, coming into the week here, I'm pretty still bullish, so you can pay attention to what is happening. Still getting retracements to the down, got the V-shaped WAP here, and then a nice recovery. So if that happens again, we probably are going to make it all the way to 63 cents or 64, close to it. Pay close attention to what I'm telling you with by economy, because I'm probably just getting this measurement from the last move. of what we really did. I'm curious to see if that's what we did, because I know my TA is usually strong, pretty on point, and exactly looking at that, yeah, it's about what we're doing here. So 60 cents for Biconomy. I don't want to retrace it because I don't want to take away from that move. But if I were to do that, this is usually what I pay attention to. So break above the 54 cents on a daily, and you're probably going to find yourself at the 60 cents. So we'll see what happens there. No problem. I do love Biconomy. As you can see here, huge cup and handle, right? Huge cup and handle. But what's happening here is we're getting another cup and handle inside a cup and handle. If you can see that, what will happen is hopefully we get that upward W liftoff. It's just another manipulation. You're getting manipulated out as you're going to come back and touch maybe prices to this level. It would hurt some people right as we're doing it right now live. It's kind of funny. But you can see we touched all the way this morning about 54 cents, 55 cents. Biconomy is on a tear since January. So kind of exciting to see what's happening. But really what I'm going to pay close attention to is Big Daddy, as we already know. Big Daddy, who is Big Daddy? And we're going to go to the DXY next. If you're interested in the Dixie, please pay attention to that. I just got to take a sip. And this guy is awesome. And if you are watching, you're awesome too. So take a second out to hit the like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. One day we're going to go on this ride. We're going to go to the moon, and we're going to go hopefully soon. So a guy used to actually work on Wall Street, not a pretender. Used to work out in the open outcry. I loved it very much. We're looking for this upward W action on the daily. We have no indicators out, and I meant to do that. I meant to pull out the Bollinger Bands on the last Biconomy. So let's do that real quick. This was a big one. I wanted to see what the breakout was looking like, and as you can see, we probably got it already. Stochastic, I like this. It's a good buying zone down here. As you can see, if we got the flip and the buy the first time here, we'd be buying right about here at the 40 cents. So that's pretty exciting. Let me get the indicator up really quick before I go back to it. What do you guys want to talk about or hear about? We have about 5 or 6 people live. Perhaps you do want to hear about something important. We're not going to do Jasmine. We're doing nothing but Jasmine TA. We did it last night, so if you want to see it, we're hitting. This is what's exciting. Holy shiznick. And it's not Whips and Chains by Rihanna. Technical analysis excites me, okay? And I sound like a nerd, and I never thought that this would happen. But I'll tell you right now, the last bullish sign that I've ever seen lift off on an asset, now I got my second indicator, is the ride of the wave on the exponential moving average. If you see the ribbon, we're riding it pretty hardcore, and we're seeing to developing a support at the top. The last few assets I've seen do that does explode. And as you can see, as I was talking about before, even that we had a big momentum thinking we were going to explode. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll show you from the other time frame on the last bull run when Biconomy was hopefully doing that. I don't think the daily will show that. When's a good time? Because we've been doing nothing but falling. Whew. So this asset will not show you an example of that. That's pretty insane, which means that there is a lot of upside to this asset. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so please, just a gentleman likes to wear the visor. Do not quote me or say, hey, Wall Street Pete said to buy, and on the hourly, here we are coming in on a good buy signal. So we're just going to probably fall a little bit more, and then you can see here a couple good buy zones. Pay close attention. This oscillator is huge for Biconomy. I do want to go back into another asset. But look, all the way here, like I said, buying the 41.90 here, and then as it's telling us to sell, where is it telling us to sell? It told us to sell at the over bought zone, and we would have sold a little prematurely, but you know what? I wouldn't have been upset. It told me to sell right here, and it would have been off of 49.5 cents. Would anyone have been okay with that? So we did make some money on that. That would have been really nice. PolkaDot, what's your take on PolkaDot? I love PolkaDot, so we're going to maybe talk about that. But here we go. I'm going to talk about this right now. The next very bullish, to right here we're pointing down. It looks scary. But as you can see, we start maintaining a little bullish divergence here. And this is what I like to see. Hourly, I don't want to pay close attention to the hourly. I want to get closer, more of a daily time frame, see where we may be going. As you can see, the neck, here we go. Bollinger Bands to the outside. We're going to get a lot of this junk out of here. A lot of this junk out. But Bollinger Bands, as you can see, to the outside, getting tight. And every time this happens, it's like a balloon, right? Like a ghost. We get tight, we get price action. Well, that was to the downside. I think we actually predicted that. Now we're getting a different price action. As you can see, we got a lot of time to form here as we continue to create new higher lows. That's very good. We want to do that. That's very bullish. That means every price that we hit down to the low zone here is a higher price. And right about there, 34 cents. The next time we hit that low, it would probably be somewhere around 38. We're still 4 cents above on Biconomy. So big believer in this asset. Altcoin Daily. I wonder if that was a pop-up there in Altcoin Daily about 5 minutes ago. I forget what the hell it was. I wish I showed it. I just didn't want to have it up there right now. He was talking about Biconomy. I only watch a few people, not for technical analysis, but for crypto news. They really can help. So we're looking for this on the Biconomy price. What I'm ultimately looking to get out here is the 63 cents, somewhere in the 60-cent range. I'm not going to get out. I'm a long-term holder, so I don't know if that lets the cat out of the bag specifically. But I don't expect to get out of here. I'm trying to accumulate my bag so I can retire off Biconomy. Does that make sense? $1.02 is really something I'm looking for. As you can see, I have it circled here, and maybe I should just do that instead, but it doesn't matter to me as I get rid of the indicator because it's important to see the price action. You can see where we came from, and I have another circle, probably 313. That's when I really start wondering, do I get some assets out? And you can see here by the daily, that's really what I'm talking about. Why I'm still talking about Biconomy. I'm definitely right Biconomy on the title. It's important to pay attention to what we talk about. And these are one of the assets I had the other day saying, a big breakout is coming. This could be the possibility of the potential of where we can be going. So once people start learning a little bit more about the Web3, what's going on with that and how it entails into the Ethereum chain and how it's gasless. Remember, Ethereum, gasless. This is what Biconomy is. So put that into consideration with the Web3, and you might be onto something. So big cup and handle coming in, possibly. Look for a retracement even here at the 75 cents here. As you can see, we got something nice at the 63. I told you, come down, hit another cup and handle, and then huge daily here. Look at this. It could be happening. We could see it. We don't have to go all the way to 3. But if you pay attention to what is happening, we could find a nice cup and handle even to $1.56. Do you see that there? All the way to $1.56, we could still get something relatively like that. So pay close attention to all our options. These are just trading zones. This is not technical analysis from this standpoint of view. This is technical analysis. Cup and handles, that's what we're talking about. But when we start hitting resistance levels and flipping support levels, we got to pay close attention to those. Right here, the last big one here, if you see it, is right here with the naked eye at $1.15. So 102 would be a nice resistance level, but if you pay close attention, 115 is the flip support resistance before we died on this magical ride, right? Remember that whole new world? I can show you the world. I'm not going to sing it. But here we are. So I'm going to pay close attention to that. And that's very important. So somewhere around that zone, around that price, you really got to pay close attention to levels where it was resistance and flipping. And that was a huge sweep to the downside. If you dollar cost average into this, you're most likely going to be a happy person coming into the next bull run. So this is why I'm harping on Biconomy. I'll probably put this in the title saying, big Biconomy update, why I'm bullish on Biconomy. And this is a big deal. But like I said, it was very important to talk about on the title. If you look at the monthly for Bitcoin, to reiterate everything, the monthly on the Bitcoin price has not had a repeat of a green candle in monthly formation in a year. So that's very important to really pay attention to that. Now here it is. It was a dead cat bounce. It was still the ABC-like correction. It was last year. We were in the cycle of the down bearish trends. As you can see, big wicks to the downside. And as you could tell, could you imagine in the next bull run how these big wicks, as you can see, look at this big wick here. I'll show you what kind of moves we're going to be looking at coming in. This is the opposite now of those years. Last year, what was bad, but look at the good years to come now. You're talking about a 3-month wave of what? Bitcoin 177% to the downside. So imagine taking that and flipping how much that could be, clone it. It doesn't work this way, but I want you to understand how quickly, I want you to see how quickly the gains in prices for Bitcoin really can occur. What are we doing here? We're going to go back to the support. We're going to talk about all the way from this month, and if we repeat it, it'd be 144.5% for Bitcoin. Where would that take us? Roughly to about 47, 48,000. If we kept taking it, it's saying 51. So it's it's pretty insane, but there is resistance at these areas and at these levels from the 2021, 2022 area. It's insane. So ladies and gentlemen, some of these moves are insane, but if you pay attention, those last 3 months to the downside, if we were to repeat that with no resistance in real clear sight up until about 35,000, 34,000, as you can see here, all the way back from July and June of 2021. There's really nothing here else. So we really are going to keep our eyes peeled, and that's why the first numbers here of 31 and 6, we're paying attention to strong right here. Look at that. 31.6, May of 2022 and June. 3 big candles to the downside that really hurt people. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick doing crypto. You hit the like and subscribe. We talk about these crypto assets and crypto news. And somebody said something about PolkaDot. And we're going to go over it really quick. We had a good subscriber ask about it. Why not? I'm looking for the DOT symbol as I fuddle around. Can we get to the DOT? Yeah, you know me. Buying this at $6.35, I thought that was a good price. Little did I know we got it a lot cheaper, but not really a big fan, but I do know that there are some excellent projects going on here. Got to pay attention to how many things, right? The utility. Pay attention to the utility. What does the crypto asset do? Is it useful, right? Or can it just be easily replaced like a human being, like one of these projects at Burger King or McDonald's, right? Just hit the machine. We don't need the people no more. But I'm paying attention to what my old chart says, and I do currently have right now around the price of when we were talking about it, a 163% move for PolkaDot. And why we're talking about PolkaDot is because we have cryptocurrency followers that have been following us for a while in a dot long now. Thanks. And here you go. This is what some of our followers do. If you look at the monthly, well, there's going to be major resistance at the $16.27 level. You're looking at me like, get the out of here, right? Totally understood. But we got to remember, it only took 3 months for this catastrophic move, just like Bitcoin did, right? We just went over this. So maybe you're learning a little bit about how Bitcoin works, how the other cryptocurrencies do correlate with it. It's inevitable. There's nothing we can do. But if this is a good time to buy, and I just want to wink my left and right eye, right? Like magic. Remember Winkles? Well, if I could have bought again, son of a bitch, I wish in 2020 September, all the way to October, man, I really wish I could have bought that dip again almost 3 years ago. It's such a shame, right? I really fucking wish I could have bought that dip back from 3 years ago almost. Damn, hint, hint. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get these opportunities often. A lot of people talk about, and this is why I started the video if you go back 20 minutes ago, we talked about Bitcoin when it was at $1. Congratulations, happy anniversary. 12 years ago, Bitcoin hit $1 milestone. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being part of the pack? What were they doing back then? They were saying, behold Bitcoin, we are hodling. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the same shit we do today at 60,000, 20,000. You have to pay attention to what is happening in the crypto space. So PolkaDot right now from the monthly looks fantastic. Getting to the daily right now, we're going to really scoop this out now that we know what we see here. I hate when I hit the wrong button. But PolkaDot has a lot of levels to pay close attention to. Like I said, that 3-month span, you will now see what it looks like. And not much resistance and support coming into here. So that's why we are off to the races on a long position when it does occur. You could trade on leverage, really small leverage. Please hit the like and subscribe. Now is the time to do so. When do I believe that will occur? Well, that's about when we break the $12. Once we break $12, we'll get there. But how the hell are we going to get there? Well, if you can see right here from this chart for PolkaDot, $9.55. Once we finish a daily candle each day, as we are now trading $6.70, it's going to take a long time now. Please pay attention. We have a zone here, and finally, it looks like we're breaking out of this zone that we were in. Could be the head right here. We have a nice head. This is the left shoulder coming in. Now what's happening? Inverted head to this right side. What's going to happen now is we're going to trade in the zone a little bit, some volatility, probably towards the upside here, most likely. If you want to take some RSI levels with you, some volume and things, obviously that's what we do. That's why we're here. But you pay attention to these things, right? They do help us. RSI level, a little in the high zone, not a big fan, but that's why we buy down here. Why? Because when we buy down here before it crosses over, even on a daily, we're getting prices that are very low. And when was the last time it was $4.20? So pay attention to that. Got to cross over to sell, but you can see the sell signal didn't hit my overbought zone. So that's why I got to pay close attention to that on everything. Overbought zone is all the way up here. Let's see. But it's usually trending. And on a daily, you know what? It is a good sign to tell you there. So you got to pay close attention to that. If we don't hit support here, then that was a false signal because you do have a buy signal here that I would never buy. It's in a bad area. So pay close attention to that. Once you had a good buy, it's not always a signal right away to sell. But once you take profits, you'll be a happy person. So pay attention to that. Upward W looks to be coming. We are getting some type of a channel towards the upward zone, but I got to watch for the fall. Got to be very careful. But what did I tell you? High volatile waves in the upward trajectory is very good. It usually develops into some type of breakout that hits resistance. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. head, inverted head, right? Left shoulder, right shoulder developing. Here's the left shoulder to give you a visual. Inverted head coming in. Then there's the right shoulder in the pattern. Getting us to 955, so I wouldn't flirt with that much more. Could we go parabolic? Could we really, really FOMO in? Yes. But I will tell you right now, from every single piece, every little knowledge, every little thing I've seen, I would expect a humongous rejection hit from this time. Now, would it look like this? No, absolutely not. What's going to happen is we're going to get it based off a percentage, probably a Fibonacci sequence, something similar to that. And what will happen is you will then be able to establish, getting back to the golden pocket here, and hopefully in that zone, when we hit, and I'm trying to tell you, when we hit $9.55, you will be buying back in the golden pocket here. Isn't this fucked up? Nobody else can do this for you. That's why people hit the like and subscribe here. That's why people love this channel. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, when we hit $9.55, which is not happening right even now, right? When we do that, and you long PolkaDot, what you're then going to be able to do is find this right shoulder. There is an absolute great chance, now don't quote me 100% on it, but there is an absolute great chance that at $9.55 when this happens, you're going to see a relatively big fall. Now this is what I'm telling you, I do believe is occurring. Pay attention to the chart. We could trade in the zone, but then after that, you will see this most likely happen, and this could happen next, which is even more crazy. Something similar to that. And that, my friends, that is something called parabolic movement, cryptocurrency. Welcome to the space. So Wall Street Pete Signo in crypto. Just a few things, just how the bull market starts and how it all of a sudden feels like it becomes too late to get in. I don't know if you've had that feeling, but it does happen very quickly. And then what happens? Well, you get your money, you put your long position in, you buy, and now we're having that correction at $9.55. But you're like, wait a minute, I've been watching since $6. What happened? Well, what happened is the smart money is selling, and now they're buying that dip where I even just showed you on the Fibonacci. They're buying the golden pockets. They're looking for technical analysis zones to get in on you, hoping to liquidate you as they can see what your positions are currently if you're trading on high leverage. And I'll tell you right now, they're good at what they do. So they just suck up your money and they just accumulate more. What the best thing to do? Someone said to me, Pete, I've never traded on leverage before. Today is the day I'm going to trade on leverage. What would you suggest I do? I'm serious now. This is what I suggest you do. This is probably the best method. This is not financial advice. This is something I've done, and it worked. So I'm only going to tell you. What I did, I had about $10,000, right? $10,000 is very scarysome, right? When that's about all you have currently. And I had that about that time. Bought a couple of Ethereum. You take the Ethereum, I bought a couple, but I traded it on leverage, and I bought it on the bottom where we were tanking, okay? Tanking. Everyone was crying, didn't want to catch a falling knife, but I used my indicators, as we talked about today, many of the indicators, right? And I started dollar cost averaging in. What happened next was we fell a little bit more, and I got very concerned. But what happened was I only put 40% in. I only put 40% in. That's $4,000. 4,000 started going into 3,500. I was very upset, very quickly, right? But I knew my TA was real, and I knew I believed in the process. You pay attention. I put in the other $4,000. As we did that, we started turning it. It started bouncing up. But we went leverage up to 4 to 5 times leverage. We didn't pass 7 times leverage. Remember what I said. This is 7. Sideways, that's 5 plus the 2. It's a 7. That's what it means on trading. 7 sold. Anything here? 10. You know, it's just how it works. 1 sold. 1 buy. Coming to me. That's how it works, right? That's how the signal. So 7 is what I would trade on leverage. I wouldn't go any higher. I can enjoy my long positions. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes down and we get a dip, I'm not shitting my pants on 200 times leverage, 70 times leverage. Oh my gosh, am I going to have to put more money in? Can I take a nap? Can I go to sleep? Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep tonight. Oh my God, this is so fucking horrible. Oh my God, I'm down $2,000. And nobody wants to do that. You look like a crackhead on crypto, and that's what it's called. You're a crackhead on crypto. It sounds crazy, but crypto will do this to you. So I want people to understand it's not about the gains right now, and that's where we live. Right? You ever see the 3 orangutans on my channel a long time ago? I'm trying to talk Italian. Long time ago. Where's Lambo? I just got into crypto. You cannot do that mentality. You have to go with the 7 times leverage, 5 times leverage. Where else can you do that much times leverage? You're doing 5 times $10,000, $50,000. Calm the fuck down. That's probably more money than you've traded or dealt with in a very long time. What's going to happen is you're going to buy the right zones, and you're going to see here, we're not going to sit here and preach no more, but you're going to buy the right zones. You're going to find yourself in a place comfortable, because what happens, you don't buy on green days. Guess what? This whole 2 months have been green days, right? Let's go back to it, even PolkaDot. Every asset, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin, PolkaDot, they've all done the same shit. I don't even have to tell you what we're watching. You think this is Bitcoin just by looking at the chart. Don't pay attention to the price. 2 months in a row, we're about to finish green. Didn't I start this channel off by saying Bitcoin has not done this in about a year? Well, guess what? Neither have the rest of the crypto assets. So pay attention to that. What's even greater than this is that PolkaDot hasn't done it since July of 2021. So I might be paying close more attention to that. That's a little bit of a further time frame, because in March 2022, we had the opportunity to copy what Bitcoin did, but unfortunately, as you can see here from this chart, it did not copy and did not go up. February and March, excuse me, there it is. It was very close to finishing green, but it did not. So that's interesting. So you're going to pay close attention to that. The altcoins are very highly affected from what happens all the way from here. So $23, could you imagine being stuck here for a few days? I do believe that the $20 price is more likely to happen, but pay attention to the levels for PolkaDot, for Biconomy, and for Bitcoin that we spoke of today. I want to go to DXY, and I'm going to close the video out. And this is a very long video, so it's hard for people to really grasp of what I'm saying. Jasmy's breaking out right now, pretty exciting. I do enjoy when I see these altcoins breaking. But I want to get to the Dixie, and I want to hope that we're getting resistance, and that's what it was about. Wall Street Pete's sick dough in crypto. We talked about this yesterday in the video, and if you want to go to yesterday's video, please do so. Hit the like, hit the comment. Let me know how we're doing. I would appreciate your comments. It's very important. Even if you're a hater, right? We get the hater comments all the time, even have fun. I write back. I look like a fool, but if I ignore you, it's because I really don't have the time for the bullshit. But here we are, right shoulder coming in a little higher than I imagined, but if you can see here, the left shoulder is matching pretty nice. So we're looking good. The DXY is giving me a little bit of some bearish divergence, as I said yesterday, and now confirming the cross. So kind of excited about that. I don't know if people really understand how important this is for the traditional markets and for us. So as you can see, we could get this, but the trend was your friend. When was the trend? The trend was up. If you pay attention to this current trend, well, the trend is down, and we are getting the head and shoulders towards the opposite direction of how I'm showing everyone. Inverted, right? What does the inverted look like? Left shoulder, right? We talked about it, inverted down there, and then here comes the right shoulder somewhere, giving us a nice lift off. So you can see how the image mirrors in the water, how it looks beautiful. This is what we're talking about. And every time DXY is doing the opposite, well, we already know Bitcoin is moving towards the upside. So this is now finally looking a little bearish. We're getting the divergence. We need for it to continue. This is a daily chart. As you can see, all the way from February 2nd, we have done nothing but getting the exact opposite move we want from the DXY. But I told you, the right shoulder was coming. We thought maybe this was the right shoulder, but nope. We're getting a double top, which is even better, because what is a double top, ladies and gentlemen? If I ever showed you a double top that hits perfectly from one side to the other, it is bearish. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the confirmations, even if you look at the daily, getting the confirmations. I wish we were a little more overbought up here on this, this V-like, but unfortunately, we are where we are. We'll see what happens. Maybe we get another spring up a tiny bit to retest and get it there. But at the end of the day, we're getting the double top. I like the DXY where it is. I'm very comfortable looking at that. I don't want to pay attention to the inverted head when it happens, but that'll be great, because what will happen then is Bitcoin will be flourishing. My name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, every day we talk about this crypto news, technical analysis. I used to work on the trading floor over here, right to the right or left, however you want to put it, the right for me of the Jordan jersey, the GOAT. And LeBron James, congratulations for that Kareem all-time score. He is the best at scoring, no doubt about it. Longevity, playing at the level he's playing is amazing. I couldn't imagine how you can keep doing what you're doing. So very nice with all of the technology, right? The ice, the knees, they take care of your body, sitting in the ice pit, and all those nice baths that keep your body and recovery systems. They're wonderful. But just outside of basketball, outside of greatness, we're just talking about the GOATs. And one day, Bitcoin is going to be considered the GOAT. Bitcoin is really going to flourish. Satoshis, could you imagine? How many Satoshis can I buy? What's going to be happening is the U.S. dollar is going to die. If everyone is buying cryptocurrency, I'm not talking about you Americans. I'm talking about Chinese, Japanese, German, Russia. I mean, Ukraine, for Christ's sake, right? We just talked about it. Everyone is now in the Bitcoin logo. Where are you at? Till the next video, my friends. Love you all. Peace in and peace out. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please be very careful trading crypto, as we know crypto is a dangerous place to be. If you have your ledger, if you have your protection, if you do your due diligence, you don't have to be concerned. See you guys soon. Take care.